Welcome everybody to another race with the Everyday Zwifter. Today we're tackling a Crit City race in the bell lap direction. It's 8 laps, C category. Running full aero setup today with the Cervelo S5 2020 and the Zip 808 wheels. There's 50 plus riders on the start line. Looks like we've got some new riders on the start line and got some experienced ones as well, no doubt. Zwift Power tells me this is actually my 100th Zwift race officially, so I guess I'm starting to build up some experience now. To get this race started, make sure it's important we get the power down and get in that front group. A couple of things that you'll learn along the way. One's those fast starts. The other one's don't dangle on the back of a group and stay attentive. Big snake heading out of the start line. Starting our first lap now. In a great position. Looks like it's eased off a bit. Able to sit in the 3 watt kilograms. As we hit this first lot of rollers, don't want to be too far back. So happy with this. Everyone's going up nice and smoothly, so no one's really stretching it out yet. The front of the pack's fairly tight ball, and there's a fair tail behind us. Feel like a comet streaking along. It's a bit thinner at the end, nice tight formation at the front. Pretty happy with where I'm sitting. As we turn this corner, head down the cobble climb, which is now a cobble descent. It's going to split the group into two as the head of the race shoots off down and breaks the tail off. You want to make sure you're right up the front when you hit there. So now there's a definite front group of about 30 riders. No familiar names in this race, so I just have to take it at face value and ride to my own levels. In saying that, try and keep up. Pace hasn't been too fast, so hopefully we'll be able to stick with it right to the end. Looks like there's no one really wanting to push the pace, so we're all bunching up nice and tight. That's the first lap. Now we get our first power up. Now I've scored the feather. So I'm going to use that on the climb going up. And we come around to our lap. Start of the third lap. We've got a burrito. So I'm going to use that along the top of the course. Come around, finish our third lap, start of the fourth lap. And this time we've got the roller. So I'm going to play through this lap. Still able to hold a nice position in the group. No one really pushing up the climb to see who they can drop. Everyone's just upping the watts like they usually do. I've let it slip a little bit here, but I'm thinking that's okay, as long as I keep in touch. I'll use the roller down the cobble climb and that should generate some extra speed, and I'll just close it all back up again. Right at the back of the pack now, so you can see there's 34 still in the lead group. As you go around the corner, you can actually see how far from the front I am, and it's a bit risky, not a great move. It's all still intact, so hopefully we can surf wheels. Hit the roller, up the watts. So you can see it's not having any great impact, even at 4.5 watts a kilo. Fortunately, everyone seems to slow down just up here and around this next corner. There's a slight incline, and everything just bunches right up again. So that was an interesting find. Not something you want to do every time, but no harm done this time. So Steamroller, going down the cobble climb, not much use. Much more use going up. So the 5th lap, and we've got the Ghost. Again, my least favourite power up. So I just dumped this going around the corner, and we'll skip ahead to the 6th lap. And this time we get the Aero, hooray, finally. The Aero along with the van are probably the most useful power-ups going in this direction. So I'll play through this lap and see how we go. As usual, I just use it if I find I'm slipping off the back, need to catch on, or for a rest somewhere if I need to. But the race hasn't been too hard. The heart rate's been sitting in the low 160s or under for most of it, so it's been good in that way. Legs have been feeling pretty good. So not too concerned there, so not looking for a rest along here. I'm slipping back a bit like the lap with the Steamroller though, so I've decided by now that I'm going to use it down the cobble climb again and see what the difference is, if there is any difference, and how much speed I can gain using the Aero, and how many positions I can close up. So I've hit it now just so I can pick up a bit of speed before I hit the downhill. Up the watts again to similar level as last time, but now back to under 3. And again, no great effect, but I have picked up a few meters and closed it up a bit. And then the front's coming back as well and all bunching up like it did the time before. So the moral of the story is if you get off the back of the pack, you just have to put in some big watts to get back up to the front. Best tactic is not to get too far back at all. Often like these last 2 times that I've showed you, you can get back on, but every now and then it's just the elastic's going to snap and you will not be able to get back. So it's not worth the risk. At the start of the 7th lap, we're hoping for another Aero or another draft. And we get another feather. I think that's the 3rd feather. So I dumped that going up the hills again. Finished the 7th lap, started the 8th and final lap. And we finished with a burrito. I mean, oh my gosh. So pretty quickly I decided, oh, better get to the front being the final lap. I'm not going to want to have to catch on too much in this lap. Keep a good position and we'll save the burrito for the final sprint and see if we can use it to any great effect there. Taking it a bit easy up this climb though, slipping back a little bit. Not in danger of splitting yet though. No one's shown any inclination to go hard and go long. So just upping the watts a little bit here to keep in contact. Looks like a newish rider's been picked out as having too many watts for category C. So they're encouraged to join category B next time they race. Back to the front now. Able to ease up a little bit as we stay near the front and hit the downhill. And ideally this is where I want to stay till we get to the end. All of a sudden though, my avatar decided he wants to take the outside of all the corners, and as I go around, a whole swag of riders duck through on the inside. There's about half the field there. And the other half zip through there. And I'm at the back again. Well, what's going on with that? What did I do wrong? So I've got 0.6 of a kilometre, 0.5 of a kilometre to go. I've got to get myself back to the front. So I start loading up some watts. Keep in touch and try and get closer to the front of the race again. The problem now is everyone's starting to go under 300 metres. Front's going, hit the burrito, and I'm off. Managed to hit 11 watt a kilo for a second. This group's got some power sprinters in it, and check out Mueller coming up at 14 watt a kilo. I just managed to hold him out, get an 8th. So I was pretty happy with that. Good power output for me, 207 watts, so can't complain. I felt pretty good during the race, so yeah, happy with 8th. Checking up Zwift Power later had me in 5th, so yeah, nice result. If there was one spot that I'd want to improve, it would have been to start the sprint further up the field. That would have given me a chance for the podium, but for a comeback crit race, pretty good. Happy with 5th on Zwift Power. So I hope you enjoyed that crit race. Happy Christmas, Happy New Year to all you guys watching, and hope to catch you in a Zwift race soon. Thanks for watching, catch you later.